What's up, Saiyan Army? So today's video we're doing a Q&A video. I haven't done one of these in a really long time, and to be honest, I really enjoy doing these videos because it's a great way for me to communicate with you guys and answer your questions specifically. Also, I can cover multiple topics instead of just covering one topic on one video. So make sure if you guys want more Q&A videos to like the video and leave a comment down below. I can try to get Q&A videos up weekly to bi-weekly depending on how you guys like it. So let's get into the questions. First question, what are your thoughts on full body workouts? Now, I think full body workouts are great. One, if you enjoy doing them, and two, if you're making gains from them, then continue making gains, just keep it up. For me personally, some things I didn't like about full body workouts is when I did it, I was only hitting about 2 exercises per muscle group because there's so many muscles to be hit. For me personally, in workouts, I like to hit maybe 2 to 4 or at least 3 plus exercises per muscle group. So for me, I didn't really care for it personally. I think it's great for also people who are short on time. Like, let's say you can only make it to the gym 3 days a week, then I would definitely suggest you do a full body workout and just hit everything 3 days a week so you can still get that frequency and that volume in. One type of workout that I've honestly wanted to try for a very long time was a hyper frequency type workout where in the morning I would hit legs, in the evening I'd hit upper body, rest, lower, upper, rest. So every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, I would hit everything 4 times that week. Then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I would hit 3 times a week. So the thing I like about that type of workout is because you have that space between the lower workout and the upper workout, you can hit everything a lot harder. But the only drawback is it's very time consuming. In New York, I definitely won't have time to do it. We'll see if I ever have the time to do it. But that's just a routine and a split that I've been wanting to try. Next question, favorite DBZ saga of all time? Now, I actually answered this question before, and I've always said the Frieza saga was the best saga because the last time I watched Dragon Ball was when I was a little kid, and I thought Goku turning Super Saiyan was just the most badass thing I've ever seen in my life. Now, after rewatching DBZ with my girlfriend, I'm gonna have to say the Cell saga was hands down the best saga. For those of you guys who haven't seen Dragon Ball since you're like 10 years old, go and rewatch the Cell saga. It is fucking amazing. So go check that out. Next question. I'm an Asian teen that has only been weightlifting seriously for about a year. My question is, what do I do about pains? I'm certain my form is good. It is either shoulder pain from doing chest, which transitions to wrist pain from barbell curls, which transitions to knee pains from squats. It's an endless cycle of pains and is pretty much afraid of getting hurt. Now, without knowing anything about you or seeing your form, I'm gonna have to say it's a form problem. Why? Because a lot of your pains are very common with typical form problems. Like for instance, people that bench that don't retract their scapula properly into the bench, utilizing their upper back and lats, they tend to let their shoulders roll forward, putting a lot of pressure on their shoulders, which in turn gives them shoulder pain. When you're barbell curling, a lot of people curl with their wrist and they don't focus on keeping their wrist straight and using their biceps. They curl with their wrist. They end up getting wrist pain. People that squat, they roll onto their toes while they squat, lifting their heels up, which in turn makes their knees track forward and putting a lot of pressure on your knees. They get knee pains. So what I'm gonna advise you to do is have a friend record all your lifts, watch some kind of tutorial video on YouTube for each lift, and compare your form to their form and make sure it is perfect. What would you rate your genetics on a scale of 1 through 10? Now, prior to YouTube, I honestly thought I had average genetics. And even when I got into YouTube, I always felt like the smaller guy. Just because weight-wise, right now I'm under 170 pounds. So weight-wise, I'm a lot smaller than all the other YouTubers. But because, in my opinion, because of my small bone structure, if you notice, a lot of Asian people have really small bone structures, so when they actually start lifting and adding on weight, they actually look bigger than they are. Like Raymond, the online coach, is a great example of someone with a really small bone structure like me. We have small wrists, small knees, small ankles, so we actually look a lot bigger than we actually are. So in that turn, I mean, that's also very genetic, you know, it also has to do with your muscle bellies and everything. I would have to rate my genetics on 1 to 10, probably like an 8. I disagree with Nick Wright's videos. I don't think I have Olympia genetics. If I did jump on the juice, I'd probably only gain like, maybe get up to like 190, 200 at 5'8", which is nowhere near the Olympia stage. Next question. I was once overweight, 194 pounds, and I lost a lot of weight. I'm currently 152 pounds. Congratulations, that's a lot of fucking weight. So basically, he wants to go into a lean bulking phase, but he's not sure how to do it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna reverse diet, meaning you're gonna slowly walk your calories back up. So every week, add about 100 to 150 calories to your diet, and while you're doing that, slowly bump down cardio until you start getting into a surplus. The goal is to get your metabolism up and also to push your body back into a surplus, gaining as little fat as possible. So just do it nice and slow and you'll be fine. For cardio as well, I would probably keep at least 1 to 2 sessions of cardio a week. Just because you're very overweight, it might be good for you mentally. And I always advise at least 1 session just for cardiovascular purposes as well. What are your future goals in the fitness industry, short and long-term goals? So short-term goals in the fitness industry is to get 100,000 subscribers, which we will get this year. Reason I talk about subscribers is I think of subscribers as the amount of people I'm helping. And I know that just because you have 100,000 subscribers doesn't mean 100,000 people are watching your videos, but it does mean that 100,000 people found your videos and thought that your information was good enough for them to watch, or maybe it just helped them in a little bit of way for them to hit the subscribe button. For me, I don't subscribe to everyone. You have to have something that catches my eye for me to subscribe to, and I assume most people are the same way. Long-term goals, I want to get 1 million subscribers. Yes, that is super duper far away, and that's a huge goal, but I want to get 1 million subscribers. Fitness is such a small niche on YouTube, and I want it to grow. Together, we can make it grow. As long as we keep on going, we can change lives. Can you do a video on intermittent fasting? I have done a video on IF before. I think IF is great. I do kind of like a version of it where I save all my calories for late into the night. I like to eat a huge meal right before bed, and if you're one of those people who like to eat big meals, I definitely recommend giving it a try, or at least try spacing out your meals where you can eat those big meals before bed like I do if you have those same problems. So that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one. Much love, strength, and honor. Hello.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! Immortal!